A few years ago, I set out a quest for myself to figure out what actually makes a man's face attractive. Now, pause on that. The reason why I really wanted to figure this out is because at the time I was trying to grow my Instagram, and I noticed some of these shout out pages were promoting some of these attractive guys for free, but for me, they were making me pay. And that's when I told myself, I'm gonna make myself so handsome, I'm gonna present myself so well that they actually started promoting me for free. Now, after a few months, I actually applied some of these concepts I'm about to tell you in this video, and then after a while, guess who started getting promoted for free on the shout out pages, which in turn grew my Instagram? That's right, me. So y'all stay tuned. Today we're gonna talk about the 5 main factors that you need to start doing right now if you actually want to understand what makes a man's face attractive. And keep in mind, I'm going based on pure objective attraction. We all know that attraction to some degree is a little subjective, right? People have preferences, people have tastes, but what I'm telling you in this video can be applied to anybody and it's gonna make them more handsome. All right, without further ado, let's go. Have you ever heard the phrase that a man's hair is literally a man's makeup? Well, this is the case not only for your beard, not only for your eyebrows, but also for your hairline. Guys, having a straight square hairline is gonna help frame your face and thus make your face look more symmetrical and more attractive. So as you see right here, I take care of my hairline because what I did notice is that there was slight some recession going up and up and up. And if you guys have recessed hairline or maybe you're thinning and overall you don't have that straight square sort of hairline, then I'm telling you, it's killing your attractiveness. Now, some of you guys are bald and the only thing you can do at that point is pretty much go to Turkey and get a hair transplant. But if you're not, if you're just slightly receding or maybe your hairline is thinning, start using some minoxidil every single night. That's what I've been doing and it's been making a huge difference. Not only that, but you can enhance your hairline with topic hair fibers, with beard dye I like to put on my hairline so that it kind of makes it more bolder and darker. Point is, a nice hairline will take you a long way. If you actually notice and pay attention to attractive guys, they all usually have thick, voluminous, and just overall good hair. That's what we need to aim for. Now, here's a little quiz for you. What is the largest organ on the human body? If you guess your skin, you'd be right. If we don't take care of our skin, there's no way you can have a handsome face. It doesn't matter how attractive you are. And my guys who have suffered from acne, me, myself, I've also suffered from acne for a long period of time. And though I was working on myself, my looks, my body, all these other aspects, I still kind of felt a little ugly. And that's why acne is looked at as unattractive, because it actually does make your face less attractive. So after a few years, I finally got rid of my acne, but now I had to take the next step. That was having, once again, bright and brilliant skin. This is where having a skincare routine comes into place that is in line towards your goals. Now for me, personally, at this point in time, it's anti-aging and just overall having bright, clear skin. This includes cleansing, moisturizing, exfoliating, and using retinol on a daily basis. Now, some of you guys might think you're maxing out your handsomeness, but the truth is you actually can make a large improvements in terms of your skincare and just overall your routines around that. And if you guys don't have a skincare routine, then I'm gonna need you to check out today's sponsor, Teach Hanley. Now, I've been using and promoting Teach Hanley since 2018, and from the sole fact that it just simply works. Teach Hanley made skincare so simple for everyday men just like me and you who don't want to go down the rabbit hole of too complex skincare routines and all these different ingredients and this and that. Teach Hanley makes it very, very easy. Me personally, I like to use the level 2 or the level 3 system. This is going to come with everything you need to pretty much have a solid foundation. This includes a cleanser, which you're going to use twice a day, followed by an eye serum, which if you got dark spots or maybe some bags, that's going to help with that too. Then we got our moisturizers, which is an integral part of any skincare routine. The AM moisturizer that comes with Teach has SPF in it, which is gonna help protect your skin from the sun, which causes photo aging, wrinkles, and sun damage. And then the PM moisturizer, you're just simply gonna use at night. Now, depending on which level you get, you're also gonna get the exfoliation scrub, in which I like to use personally 1 to 2 times a week to once again make my skin more bright and brilliant. Also, if you have acne prone skin, they do have a system that is catered towards you. Now, because Teach is a sponsor of this video, they're offering you guys an amazing discount for 40% off your first box. You heard that right, 40% off alongside with a free gift. And I highly recommend you check out their body silicone scrubber. This is something I use on a nightly basis. It has totally replaced my loofah. It exfoliates my skin, my back in ways that nothing else can. And I know some of you guys are using your hands, so definitely check this one out. Now, once you get your first box, $10, you're gonna get 20% off for life once you become a Teach member. So guys, if you don't have a skincare routine that you're not doing on a daily basis, check out Teach channel down below. I'm gonna leave a link in the description. All right, so we have hairline, we have skin. What is next? And a big part of objective attraction is something known as dimorphism. All dimorphism really means is showcasing characteristics and traits lean towards your gender. This is what separates females from males. And that's what makes us attractive to one another. A handsome face is a dimorphic face, meaning it's a masculine face. But here's the thing, you don't wanna go too masculine. Too masculine looks too intimidating, too aggressive. But if you have a good set of dimorphism, then that's gonna make you look overall very, very attractive alongside with the other stuff we talked about. Now, one of the main things that's gonna help separate you from other men is simply your jawline, your jaw structure. And yes, a lot of this does have to do with genetics and bones, and some things you can't necessarily change unless you were to go the surgery route, but you can maximize what you currently have right now. And if you want a more clear defined jawline to make yourself look more masculine, first we have to lose the fat. Everything really comes down to losing fat. The reason why I preach losing fat so much is because guys are still lazy and then complain about their looks. You don't know your max potential until you've reached at least 10 to 11% body fat. Yes, that sounds low for some of you. Yes, that sounds a bit intimidating, but trust me, once you get to 10% body fat, you will be maxed out in terms of your bones actually showing. And if you don't have a jawline whatsoever, there's also remedies and treatments and things you can actually do to create a jawline if you're not genetically blessed with one. But first, you actually have to see what you're capable of. Now, at the start, I mentioned hair. Your beard, if you grow it out, it can actually help shape and form a jawline if you don't have one. This is why it's so important to look at yourself in the mirror, analyze your strengths, your weaknesses, look at your jaw structure, and see how you can overall enhance and improve it. Lucky for me, I'm blessed with a very angular sort of jawline. I've been getting comments and compliments on it for a very long time, but I decided to enhance it with the stubble growing out, and I realized that my chin was kind of recessed, meaning that it kind of went behind my mouth just a little bit. And so I decided to grow out just a little bit of chin hair so that I can get a few millimeters of extra projection there, which helps me look more dimorphic and masculine. Also, maybe consider chewing some hard foods and hard gum, which is gonna help build the masseter jaw muscles right here, which kind of help give that angular, more square appearance from the front. Doing all these things in tandem is gonna help you look more dimorphic, especially from the lower half. Now, up next, we got the eyes and the eyebrows. Overall, just the eye area. I've seen a few of these diagrams where they took an attractive person, they changed their eye area, and that person actually wasn't as attractive as what they usually are. And so there's a bit of a debate here, and people say that eye area or jawline are some of the two most important things in terms of a guy being attractive. And once again, when it comes to the eye shape and how far apart your eyes are, these are things we can't necessarily change without surgery. But here's where you can do. Once again, going back to hair, the eyebrows. Enhance your eyebrows' boldness and thickness, which is gonna make you look more masculine, more handsome, and once again, more dimorphic. One of the first things I did to sort of look smacks myself is to work on my eyebrows. The first thing I started doing is using minoxidil and castor oil every single night to help grow the hairs, because back in high school, I over plucked my eyebrows way too much, thinking that I had a unibrow, and it actually made my eyebrows a lot more sparse than what I remember them being. Not only that, I fell off a bicycle. One time I hit my corner of my forehead right here, and it literally took off my eyebrow. And so it never grew back the same way fully. And after realizing that, I knew that I had to enhance this. So after trying to grow it for some months, I decided to get something called microblading. Microblading is known in the female makeup industry, known as semi-permanent makeup. And what this is semi-permanent makeup in the form of hair strokes sort of tattooed on your eyebrow area. Now, I don't do microblading anymore. I do something called micropigmentation, which think of it as a temporary tint to your eyebrow, which is gonna help enhance the boldness and the thickness of it. And it usually lasts anywhere from 8 months to a year and a half. And this has made all the difference in terms of my looks. Anytime I'm out on a date, anytime I show myself on social media, anytime I meet somebody new, probably one of the first things they always tell me is, do you do your eyebrows? Your eyebrows look so nice. What are you doing to your eyebrows? Why do your eyebrows look so good? So if you're not blessed genetically with the best genetic eyes in terms of shape, what you need to do is definitely focus on the eyebrows, and that's gonna make all the world of a difference. Now, probably one of the most important things when it comes to facial attractiveness is something known as facial harmony. Facial harmony is when all your features tied together create a unique and attractive look. Facial harmony is gonna look different for everybody, but there's people with attractive features who don't have the best facial harmony. Now, facial harmony also includes your symmetry. So having a more symmetrical face is seen as more attractive than not. But keep in mind, most people have some degree of minor asymmetries, and being completely symmetrical is gonna look a little uncanny and weird. So don't aim for complete symmetry, but you do want to try to make sure that your right and the left side of your face match as close as possible. Now, some of you guys probably don't have the best symmetry because you're sleeping on your face, one side of your face for years on end. And so one thing you can try to do is actually try to start sleeping on your back. And this is something that I've implemented that over time I have noticed slight differences in terms of my jaw, because I realized my right side was a little different than my left. And that's because I realized I always slept on my right side. So what I started doing was sleeping on my back and then turning my head and not really pressing my face on the pillow. Also, like I said at the beginning, facial hair, your hairline, all this stuff, even your eyebrows, is gonna help make your face look more symmetrical and overall give your face a lot more harmony. So all your features just come together and look great. Now, if you don't have facial harmony, you might notice that you might have some features that are a little too large or maybe a little too small. And that's where you need to find ways you can enhance your face to either offset those features, or if you want, get some sort of procedure or surgery to make those features smaller. I'm not a guy who is against surgery, but this is for people who have really outstanding features that you know will help increase your harmony. For example, in my coaching program, I worked with a guy who had really big protruding ears, and he had the means and the money to actually get them pinned back. And so he asked me, will it make a big difference in terms of my attractiveness if I was to just get the surgery, get them pinned back? And I said, absolutely. Bro, your ears are sticking out like this, like Dumbo. It's gonna make a difference. And so if you do have the money and if you do have big flaws that really stand out about yourself, maybe consider some procedures or other things down the line, but that's only if you maximize everything first. Body fat percentage, hair, skin, everything we talked about in this video. Don't forget to check out T's Hanley down below if you want a skincare routine that actually works and that is easy to follow. And I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace.